Greetings, greetings, greetings. I am Nicole Everett,
I'm Joketra Horn.
Nick Raines, dating coach.
and we are the love team of Single in the City.
In the city, baby. Again.
This is our pre-Valentine's show, and we have three awesome comedians coming before you tonight to talk about dating during COVID. But for those
Still dating.
still dating, yes.
Yeah, because one has been on here before.
Right,
so
right.
Him and his comedian friends.
Yes, yes. But we definitely want to just give the people a little bit of history about us. We started Single in the City back in August of 2019 and started at Two Step Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we're doing events, meet and greets, and we did speed dating and some other events. And when COVID hit, we moved to a virtual space. So we do virtual live chats every other Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. right here. And we want to hear from you. We want to know where you are tuning in from. So I see somebody, Mr. Maine Shula, who's right here saying, hey guys, hey Maine.
Man, what's up?
Let us know what city and state, Maine. We know you here in Tally, but for those of you who are just tuning in with us, let us know what city and state you are tuning in from, viewing us from. Hey Latanya. Latanya's in
Tanya.
Atlanta area. We have a couple of AT aliens on the live with us tonight, so you'll get a chance to meet them. All right, we got Derek.
Now, before we hey Derek.
Hey Derek. And
Derek.
Alicia.
Hey there. Hey girl.
Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. We're gonna have a good time tonight. So y'all invite your friends, share, tag, like, let folks know that we here and we about to have a good time on this live.
Yeah, make sure you share it too. And before we bring Mike out, can we just tell Candace Johnson to thank you for our Single in the City Where Kings Meet Queens t-shirts that we're sporting tonight.
Yes.
So thank you. And we also want to give just in recognition that it's, yes, Nicole, thank you, that it is Black History Month. So we hope that you'll get your Black history on and that you'll support as many Black businesses that you can.
Amen, amen.
Marcus Boston chimed in, right?
Yes, Marcus Boston out of Chicago.
Hey, Marcus.
Thanks for tuning in.
So y'all make sure that y'all share this because you're going to get your laughter on. And I always love the fact that comedians have the ability to say what we really want to say, but say it in such a way to where no one's offended. So just get ready.
That's a skill.
Get ready.
It is.
Ready. So without further ado, from Tallahassee, but in O-Town, known as Mike Randolph, but comedian type Mike. He's no stranger to the Single in the City stage, and we welcome him tonight. Welcome, Mike.
Hey. Amen. Amen again. Thank you.
The Bring 'Em Out music came out a little late, but you know. Throw your hands in. Oh, you doing spirit fingers? Was that spirit fingers?
That was not the spirit finger.
Okay.
No.
That was me pushing my hands to the sky. Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight?
We're good.
How you doing, Mike?
Great.
Good. I'm at work, but I'm still getting it, man. I'm happy to be here. This was my date night. Tonight was the night was supposed to be my special online date for Valentine's. I was dating 4 days early, just to see if she was worthy of a Valentine's date.
Oh, you were pre-Valentine screening?
Right, I was screening. This was my screening night. You're right, Joketra. Tonight was my screening night to see just how much to not spend this weekend.
You know what?
Wow.
The night is still young, man. You kind of clean. The night is still young. You probably still get it in.
Well, I'm hoping that one of your viewers sees fit to hit my Cash App. You know what I'm saying?
Did you say Cash App?
Yes, ma'am. I'm for hire. You know I am. I'm for hire.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, with me dating in the pandemic, you got to spend half. So I want to make sure I got her half of the money first before I order the Uber Eats. Oh yeah, y'all must have got y'all invited.
What? Right.
split Uber Eats. We split Uber Eats, and that's what it is right now in the pandemic. I need to know that you committed to this.
Right. Isn't that like an advance or something like that? They say like an advance or something, ain't it?
Right. What that is that's money to know. Let me know you serious.
Right,
If
right,
you
right.
spend them $25, I know that you want your meal sent to you directly. Right. And I'll make sure you get yours, and I'll make sure I get mine. So I'm ordering for both of us, but I'm only paying for one.
Yeah. Now, Joketra,
Yes.
What's that called in the real estate world? Is that called like good faith? Like you gonna get that good faith money up front? Is that called like good faith?
Okay. Go put it in escrow. Okay. except for I'm pretty sure with that you're gonna get an ROI. We don't know if you're gonna get a return on your investment in Mike's case.
Right.
Oh Lord.
So there is a difference.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
now, Mike, aren't you celebrating the anniversary?
Yes, next week, my 20-year comedy anniversary, man. I'll be right here in Orlando, Florida, at the Comedy Club at the Orlando Improv. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I need a hand clap. I gotta have that. We gotta get us some sound effects. So we had those hand claps on cue.
Yes. Well,
that's hand claps.
That's an amazing.
Either one, same thing. Same thing.
That's an amazing accomplishment. So,
thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. You're invited. All you guys.
I've known you for all those 20 years.
Yes, plus. Yes. Plus. Yes. I remember you from a while ago. Good times. We all went to college together.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was at the other school while y'all were at the other school.
We was at the same party. That's all that matters.
That's right. There you go.
Same party. It's all good.
Hey, good times. Yes. 20 years I'm celebrating. I know many of y'all have been off and on in a relationship for 20 years, but you try to put the whole 20 together. Some people out there. Some people go together 7, then they married for 5, and then y'all married for 3, but y'all got 20 all together. So celebrate.
A mess.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Can you bring your beautiful comedian friends on?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm so excited. The first young lady I'm gonna introduce is the Carolina Queen of Comedy. She won Showtime at the Apollo twice.
Okay.
And very, very funny. Yes, very, very funny young lady. Can you please welcome sweet baby Keita Coomer to the show here, to the beautiful show.
Sweet baby Keita!
Right.
Congratulations on your win at the Apollo, girl.
Thank you so much. I tried really hard. I'm just trying not to get booed. That was my only objective.
Was to not get booed.
Not get booed. That's all I came out there to do. I ain't give a damn if I won. When they said my name, I was still looking around like they said sweet baby Keita. Where she at?
They said it 2 times.
There you go. You want me to introduce my other friend now, Nicole?
Well, just pause one moment. Keita, tell the people a little bit about you, like how long you've been doing comedy.
Well, I've been funny all my life, and I know people say that, but I was that's right. He said, sweet baby, he know me. Yeah, I've been doing comedy forever, like all my life. I remember being 5 and my mama had her gay friend, and he kept talking about his boyfriend. He was like, yeah, my man this and my man that. And I said, what man? You is a man. And my mama slapped me in the mouth. And that's when it started. I was like, I want to mention the same song. I'm out here telling people the truth. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've actually been doing comedy 11 years, and I am on Heart of the City, Atlanta, and I won Showtime at the Apollo. I'm also on the USO tour. I've been to Korea, and I've been to Dubai.
Nice.
Woo! I like those.
Wow.
I love Dubai. I went to Dubai. Love it.
Yeah,
I know you was flirting with them men down there.
Girl, it's an alien colony. I was like, I didn't know if they was aliens. I was like, I ain't gonna be going with no alien. Right.
Wow.
And
wow.
then
it's a money colony. That's what Dubai is. It's a money colony.
I flew in on Ethiopia Airlines, and that was the mustiest plane I have ever been on in my whole entire life. Knowing the God and man. I was sitting next to a woman that smelled like a whole grown man. You hear me?
Oh God.
I said, I told God, I said, God, I ain't gonna make it. And God said, yes, you is. and it was 2 stewardesses in the back because you know. An international plane is bigger than a regular plane. It got 3 sections. It's like a window on both sides, and then it's a whole 3 seats in the middle. So the 2 stewardesses was like down in the back, and they came out like bottle girls. They had this air freshener. It was shooting up, and they was walking down through the plane. And I'm telling you, I don't know what was in the air freshener, but I smelled effervescent for the rest of the flight. I was like, thank you, God. You said I was gonna make it.
Lord have mercy. Okay, Keita.
Hey, all right.
Kind of Howard Glade.
Okay.
That was strong.
Right.
Like
I'm coming. I got you.
when a woman smell like a grown man, that's when you know.
Okay, that ain't gonna work.
Keita, I had the opportunity to see you here in Tallahassee at a Top Flight.
Okay.
With Lab Love.
That's been a while back.
It has been.
Yeah,
but I enjoyed it.
Tallahassee so many times, but with Mike's show, Manager Mike.
Oh yeah.
I've been there several times, and they used to do it at a restaurant down there. It had some kind of Indian name or something.
Was it Nefertaris?
Nefertaris, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was gonna come down there one time just for them jerk nachos. So good.
Okay, look, now y'all gonna have me hungry. We gonna need to bring out Jen.
All right.
Okay. Hey man, my second friend coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, just fresh off tour with Cat Williams.
All right.
Cousin Cat.
Just a little cat tour, you know what I'm saying, a little something. Definitely with Marvin Dixon this weekend in Miami at the Davie Casino, doing her thing for lovers and others. Been to tour around the country and came to Tallahassee a couple months ago and ripped the whole place apart at the Pull Up Comedy Show at the North Florida Fairgrounds. I'm pleased to announce my second friend, funny also, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jen Thomas.
What up?
All right,
How you telling these people you my friend, boy? These folk be lying on you. I don't know you like that. That man be lying. I don't really talk to me and wear them kind of suits like that. I don't really trust that suit. A man that keep one of them things in his pocket and steal out your ashtray in your car.
Shame on you.
I'm just playing. What up, y'all?
What up, Jen?
Yeah.
Jen, can you let everybody see what your shirt say?
Oh, this my line thick-ish. Y'all can order it at www.gravythick.com. This for all my women and men too. Let them know, baby, you ain't got to work on yourself. You're thick-ish. I got it in red too. And I'm thick-ish because I'm on a keto diet, but I eat pizza sometimes. It's a hard thing. You know what I'm saying?
We do.
But the Lord ain't finished working on me.
We feel your pain, Jen.
I feel you, girl. Me neither.
Get closer to the microphone, Jen. Get closer to the microphone.
Well, how close you want me? Is that y'all?
I can hardly hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Tell us a little bit about you. I know you're in Atlanta, but are you from Atlanta? And how long you been doing comedy?
I'm actually from Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
Okay, all of us should have came in on that.
I don't know how I might forgot that, but I've been doing comedy 10 years. I won Apollo when I first started comedy. Then I went on to tour with Cat Williams, and then I began to. I'm a writer for Wild 'N Out. You know, they had a little.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, so 10 years in the business, just grinding, trying to find my voice in this comedy game. It's been a great journey.
Awesome.
So you know John Lightford?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, we are so glad to have you all here tonight. Mike has been on before telling us about his virtual dating experiences. So we wanted to bring him back and talk about how he's still dating during COVID and how you all are dating during COVID. How's that going for you?
Horrible.
Oh!
It's going great for me.
Horrible.
I think Mike, I hate to tell you this, but I think I done found my life. Now, if you want to still call me, I'm going to take your calls.
What website you was on, Keita?
Huh?
What website you was on?
I went on the website. I cooked. Listen here. I stopped putting out pictures of sex and stuff with my titties and booty out. No, I put a picture of lima beans in somebody's phone. I don't want over here, baby. Right.
So what you better make?
Yes, I put a smoked turkey meat in them and tomatoes. I'm telling you.
Tomatoes?
Yes. Oh, they was. Oh, listen.
If that's what it takes to get a man, I'm gonna be single because I like to make chicken noodles and cut the hot dogs up in there. If you can't, set the bar low, baby. I'm not finna lie to you. I don't even like to cook like that, y'all.
And he's so sweet. The person I'm dating, like he do stuff like he know I like sushi. So he went on YouTube and learned how to make sushi. So we had a night at his house where he did like fresh sushi. He did like maybe 5 different rolls. It was so sweet. And I dressed up in a little geisha outfit.
So you gave it up on the So you gave it up on the first night, or you waited the 90 days like Steve said?
Oh no, I can't give you nothing on the first night without.
Oh, because Steve said wait 90 days, and I waited 90, and my homegirl slept with my man. So
Right.
Steve out here lying in these books.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I don't know who these people is at the bottom, but I'm telling you, it's all about that real good food. I promise you. I made a dessert though that really like tipped the scales. I did have some friends over. I had a group of friends, but the whole all the food was really good. But I made a pineapple pudding, and I made pineapple pudding like other people make banana pudding, but I don't eat bananas. My uncle told me I looked like a monkey when I was little, and he made monkey faces at me, and he said monkeys eat bananas, and really it scarred me. Like I don't dislike bananas, I just don't like them because monkeys eat them. And, you know what I'm saying? It's mental. So I know, but I don't eat bananas. So my mother always made a pineapple pudding. So I make this banging ass pineapple pudding that people don't know. People don't understand.
Oh, wow.
Well, we gonna need the recipe to the pineapple pudding.
I need that recipe in Sierra's prayer.
There you go.
I need a combination.
Yes. Nicole,
but you know what?
Go ahead,
I'm
Keita.
sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead,
no,
Kiki.
Go ahead.
No, I'm listening.
Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead, Kiki.
You're the guest, so go ahead.
Somebody go, please.
Okay, well, you know what? I've never had the lima beans with the sweet potato with the tomatoes in it. And I don't know what Sierra's prayer was, Jen. But if you're looking for a good man, I'm still down here.
Look over your shoulders.
Right.
It can't be you. God knows I
I'm a hook.
Men who look like they got a good record. I like men with a felony. I like a man who running from the police. That turned me on. You look like you legit.
I do like that. I do.
Right. I don't like you look like you ain't never been arrested.
Yeah, you have it. Yeah, you don't look. Yeah.
Hey,
see,
look here,
I'm
man.
so good that the police don't even duck my head down no more. I get my own self in the car.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard no for me. But you got a good personality though.
I wasn't trying to say I wanted to date y'all. I said I had somebody for y'all.
Oh yeah, put me who is it?
That's what I was trying to get to. But since your spirit all wrong and you judgmental spirit, your energy all messed up. So, I hope you stay lonely and miserable the rest of your time. Now look here. Nicole, thank you for having me and my friends on here. We here. Come on with the questions. Now I got about 3 more minutes. And
I wanted to ask Jen, because she had asked Sweet Baby Keita about the dating apps. And I know I just signed up for a dating app, and it's called Black or BLK. And I signed up about a week and a half ago, and I've been having really good success with that dating app. Actually,
my best friend do it. I just don't think you can find them. I think people lie. I just feel like you should meet people out. If you lie in person, you are apt to lie on a app. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be.
Well, hey, my ex-husband lied. My ex-husband lied in person, so I don't think that it depends on the person.
I know,
I know a lot of people been married a long time met online, but they do be lying. These dudes be lying.
They be lies. But them men be expecting to have sex. My friend
not always. No, see, you got to
she on Plenty of Fish and something
on
black.
the wrong site. You on POF. You on Tinder.
You on Tinder. I swear to God, this is what I told her though. I said, what you need to do is eat these people free food. And when they say something about you going with them, be like, oh my God, my head hurts so bad. Oh God.
Let me tell y'all.
Oh, I can just feel my period coming on.
Right.
I will eat that free food now. I will get your free food. I do not want your sex.
That made us uncomfortable when you said your period. But
right.
But I think if men have to pay to be on a website, they take it a little bit more serious when they got to pay money to be on there. Versus if it's free, I got time to play around. But if you paying a month, that means you most likely want to meet somebody. But I'm also single, so please don't believe me.
No, well, listen, Jen, I can vouch for that. I have over 1,400 likes, and I've been talking to 60 different men, and I'm meeting 3 of them next. 60.
You know, back in the day, they would have called you a Jezebel.
Right.
Well,
they got on here talking about she talking to 60 men.
I haven't met one.
That's a Jezebel, baby. I know your grandma turning over.
Oh my God.
Hold on now. I haven't met them.
Yeah,
I haven't met them, but I'm going to meet 3 next week when I go to Atlanta.
Past 10 o'clock at night.
Say what now?
Are you talking past 10 o'clock at night?
No, let me clarify. I've been messaging back and forth with 60. I've had conversations with about 5. Huh?
You have named Leroy?
None named Leroy.
Okay, well, I'm good. Go ahead.
What about
you wanted to check? You gotta, see, ladies, this is what you gotta do when you date online. You gotta compare with your homegirl. Be like, do you know Tony Black? You know him. You gotta put it by each other and do a little check. The little background check.
You ain't lying.
Around and slept with the same dude on accident.
You ain't lying. Hey, I have a situation where I know someone that got married, and because she never introduced him, he been in my inbox. So
you know what? Let me get on you about that. I hate when women be like, "Oh, such and such was in my inbox." So what? You missed your blessing.
No. If he's in my inbox and he's married, if he's in my inbox and he's married, I wouldn't want him. That wasn't a blessing.
Okay.
Yeah. No. So I'm saying
he married.
Right. So what I'm saying to you is you need to introduce your men to your girlfriends before you get married. That's what I'm saying.
But see, I see a lot of women, they friend get married, and then they be like, "Oh, he used to be in my inbox." Used to be, baby. Has he been in that since we've been married? He was single. He supposed to throw that rod out to see what he could catch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let these men be men.
No,
Mike, put your arm down.
Put your rod down. Put your rod down, Mike.
Put that rod out, because I've been in several men inbox, and I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, no.
I be like, "Good morning, King."
No. Hey, sexy. Joketra. Hey, sexy.
Yeah.
Hey, sexy. Hey, beautiful.
You up? Okay, go ahead.
Right.
So looking for them lima beans. That's right. Tell them.
So, well, Mike, since you have to go, because you got a show, how has dating during the pandemic, has it changed since the last time we talked to you? Has it gotten better?
It's now amazing. It's so inexpensive. It's right in my budget. I really like it. I get to find out what their house look like, because normally my calls are via Skype or Zoom. I get to see if your house clean, if you can cook. And a virtual date for me is you cook your food, I cook my food, we stay where we at. I drink my own liquor, you drink your own liquor. It's the perfect price. I'm loving this, man. I'm all for it. And now that these unemployment checks coming every 2 weeks now, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. I love it. My phone about to die on y'all, but I love y'all. And don't let these women do it to me. All right. I love y'all.
Well, good luck on your show tonight.
All right, have a good show.
Now, I gotta go back to the control. I'm the producer of this show, so I gotta go down and make sure everything is straight. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for having me. Have fun with my girls.
Well, listen, the way that you was just handling or mishandling that phone, they might be in trouble if you you in control.
Yeah.
And I hate that you online dating, like he said, they don't have to take you out. And now you really got to get to know men. And I don't really like a man to do all that talking. He want to tell you about himself, tell you what he like, what he don't like. I be want to know how long before I can hit it. I don't want.
So you change roles. So yeah, I'm hearing you, Jen, to say you're the man.
Yeah, let me see one of them little pics. That's what I need to see if it's worth my time. I don't want to invest 6 months into a dude and then 6 months y'all do it and you realize it wasn't worth the wait. I just think God don't work like that.
Okay, now I got a question for you, because the guy that does my lashes, he says that he asked men to send pictures of them, so he'll know, because he's in agreement with you. He said he doesn't want to waste his time, so he has to see. So how do you ask a man? I need to know if you got a little one or a big one.
I just be like, send me a little picture though. Let me see that thing. I don't think the size really matter. It's how you use it. I done had big ones that was awful.
Oh, big ones be the worst.
That'd be awful. And but I'm just saying, I just want you to be able to use what God gave you. I don't care what He gave you.
I think when it comes to sex,
what He said in the Bible, use ye all of it. Use all of it. Just use all of it.
I don't
know. Well, look, after being married to 12 years, to me, size does matter, and how you have to use it. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be displeased.
You gotta finesse and do all kinds of stuff. Me, like I'm funny about dating. I be focused on my grind. Like I be working, so I don't have time to really be courting, pitch and woo on the job. I don't
see. That's how I feel. I don't have time for the process of dating. Yeah, I'm busy, so I be wanting I want to know a couple things like what you want to be, blah blah blah. Get to the end, because I'm a Gemini. You gonna lose my interest. Let me see how it look to see if I should keep taking your phone calls, baby. Because I got shows to do. I ain't got time to be trying to listen to how your day went at the job. I don't care, sir. I don't care.
See, I listen to stuff like that.
Okay, so I have a question, ladies.
That's how you get to know a person. I just gave my boo his birthday gift, and I got the most perfect stuff. And he was like, "Oh, I think he wanted to cry." But that's how you do. Once you learn a person or kind of what's going on in their life, then you know how to gauge your gifts. Like I ain't even did Valentine's Day. That's gonna be the bonus. But I'm a leader. I'm a great gift giver. So I just be wanting to know a person so I can know how to come at them. Or you know who you're working with. He and I sat down and did each other's love languages. So we
That's what I was gonna ask. That's exactly what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask how you so intuitive of what he needs. So it's like, how long y'all been talking?
It's been close to it. Yeah, when the pandemic happened, I think like April, because it was like March, and then like April, I realized I'm just out here by myself. Like I was at home every day looking at me. I was like, this is enough of me. And so I just had like a get together, and then he and I started talking. But we was already friends. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't asking if he was single. I didn't know. And you know what I'm saying? Nobody be asking am I single, because they think all this is already taken.
All of it.
So have either of you been married before? And
he has.
You have been?
I have never been married. That's the only thing for me, because I will send some mama her son back in a body bag if he tried me on any level. God knows I will. I will violate my probation.
Is the guy that you said you dated, is he listening?
Oh yeah, he heard that.
I hope he making notes.
I'm about to say, if you listen tonight.
Said Jen. You hope he
takes Jen, have you been married?
I joke about dating because I'm not really a serious dater right now. I recently called off my engagement. I was engaged to be married, but it didn't work due to my career. Me being on the road, I just had to make a decision to just choose me, you know. So dating to me, I really haven't really been out there, so I joke a lot. I might flirt, but that's about it for me. I don't really have the mindset right now to sit and get to know, like I'm just not there. But I know that I will get there. But right now I'm just like I'm chilling. I've been separated for about a year, but yeah, I supposed to got married last year and it didn't work.
So
out.
y'all, it sounds like y'all do eventually want to get married.
Yeah, I want to get married. I think it's gonna take a unique guy for me because I am a Gemini. I bored really, really easy. So he got his work cut out for him.
So,
that's why I'm sorry, go ahead, Nick.
And you had mentioned something last night about how you also feel like the dating world has kind of changed with these men about money. You mentioned something about that. So I want you to kind of go into that a little bit, what you was telling us. Yeah.
We were talking about, so Plies made a video and he was saying, why do women care about if a man has money or not, or quote unquote, the bag? I think it's not that I can speak for myself. I don't really care if he rich or not, but what I do care about is, does he have enough money to sustain himself? Because I think, especially Black women, we take on so much in a man, and I don't know who has said to Black women that we have to take the lesser amount. Like, that's okay, just be with him, encourage him. No, I work hard. I want a man who works hard, and I don't want your money, but I don't want you wanting my money. Keita, I'm sure you got something to say. I get tired of that because men be so needy. Like, you almost 40 and you don't even have a bank card, sir. I know you don't even know how to bank. You don't even know how to write a check. You ain't got a PIN number, and you want me to beat up you? No,
you barely got it. You can't have a cash app because you
you ain't got no cash app. And they teach Black women, oh, you need to be there for him. Don't judge. I'm not judging him. I'm just saying I'm in a different place in my life. I don't have time to make him a man. Like, you need
that was what I was trying to say.
So y'all have time to help a man develop and motivate him to become what you want him to be. Y'all don't have time for all that.
Yeah. Right. I'm not saying that. So if he's going after his dream, so I like a dreamer. If he's hustling and striving towards something, and maybe everything ain't together yet, I understand that. But a man who's not really doing nothing but waiting on a woman to, if you real, you gonna be there for me. No. You need to have your own motivation. You already need to have your own joy and all of that stuff. And I'm supposed to be the bonus to help you get to the next level. But I don't have to build you all the way up. That's too much energy. Because I am a woman of, I have a goal and a dream and a destination, and you'll hinder me.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. My thing is, and I agree with you 100%. And the only thing that I'm gonna say on that is, I'm not gonna make a man. Men need to be raised. These women out here today are not raising a man. I have my only begotten son, and that's how I talk about him. And I come to his rescue day or night, but I had to stop because my son ain't gonna be the man he need to be if I keep bailing him out and keep being there for him. He ain't got to stand 10 toes down and do what he got to do. And he always take on the family. My son does not have any kids, but he always date a girl with a whole bunch of kids. Now, I be a slick grandma to some little dirty, sticky children. I don't know.
Yeah. I just think
with him. I don't even try to get to know these women because I don't feel like they gonna stay. I don't learn people's names. I say, what's her name? What you call it? I call you by your color, your car. But what I won't do is try to remember your name. And I've moved on from that place. Like, my son needs to really grow up. Like, even for me, like, I step back in and say, no, you need to do this or you need to handle that. Like, I'm not playing. And I'm raising my son. I'm damn sure not going to raise some other woman's son. And I think that a lot of people need to do basic shit. It be common sense stuff. Regular stuff. Ain't nobody asking you to jump off no bridge. Ain't nobody asking you to cross street in traffic. You can't even do regular stuff that you should have thought of. Nobody should have to tell you to take the trash out. If you've been laying around my house, if you've been over here more than one day,
you ain't gonna be over here, baby. You can't be over here. You can't be over here. I got my children over here.
If that's your contribution, contribute. Get in there. That trash out there.
So have y'all done any online dating?
I have, and it hasn't been the best for me. I went on since I think I've been on 2 dates, but remember I said I'm not really. I feel like I need to focus a little bit more. I'm slowly getting back out. But my first date, man, I went on a date with a guy, and I don't like to tell people like what I do men, but I guess he found out who I was, and oh my God, this man in the middle of us eating decided that he want to showcase his rap skills.
Oh,
and I'm like,
no.
Oh, you had a Gabrielle Union moment.
I'm super shy when I'm not performing. That's what people don't really know about me. Like, I'm super shy. Off stage, I could have passed out. He is in the middle of a very beautiful restaurant rapping. I'm like, sir, oh my God. Yeah, you need to let Cat know, man, that I'm like, if Cat heard you, he would definitely not sign you, sir. Like, Cat doesn't have a rap label. I mean, and then I went on another date with an older guy. So I was like, oh, let me just bump it up. I'm gonna try somebody 50 and up, you know. I'm gonna try a 50-year-old. Went on a date with a 50-year-old, and he just kept asking me if I want to. You want to leave here and get comfortable? You want to get? I'm rusty, y'all. I didn't know what get comfortable was. I'm comfortable at the Cheesecake Factory. They got all the stuff I love. I love this rice. So you don't want to get comfortable?
Admit this, Jen.
He was trying to go in my corn purse, y'all. That man was trying to get in my corn purse. Men would try to go in your corn purse and get mad if you ask them for money right away. You gonna try to go in my corn purse though?
No, but I need my money. I don't sell no sex, but I do make an even exchange.
Hell no.
Wait a minute. Keita, we're gonna have to break that one down. What is an even exchange?
An even, because you know what you want. And listen, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna be like, listen, sir, I'm about to give you the best sex of your life. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you the best head of your life. I'm about to put this cough drop in my mouth and I'm gonna suck the skin off you. But right now I feel so bad because my light bill due.
I need something to motivate.
I need it. If I had that, if I knew where the money was coming from, I would feel so much better.
If the word say you have not, cause your ass not, baby. Come on,
right? Now hold on now. Y'all done made the word work for y'all.
Keep throwing the scriptures in there. They keep throwing the scriptures in there, right?
The word been working.
The word only work if you work it.
If you work it.
Thou shalt not go in a corn purse.
What Joel Osteen said? Raise your Bibles.
Right. And what the pastor said?
Do what it said you can do.
Hey, Peter, what the pastor say that really can't read good when he turned to his member and say, read? I'm trying to help a sister out tonight. We don't know what.
Let's stay on that. Okay, let's stay on that.
About a date though. I don't date online. I'm an analog girl, so I don't.
What's analog?
That means I do a lot of stuff on paper, like regular way, like the old-fashioned way.
Old-fashioned way.
Okay, so, analog, baby.
Yeah. I do the top board, no. Stay over there. Yeah.
Okay, whoo.
Yeah,
that's like saying dungaroos. I was like, what? Okay, go ahead.
So, so we went on a date. We both are in the entertainment industry, and that's who I end up dating. Like more, people that do comedy. Because I feel like, or entertainment, I feel like a person knows me. You know what I'm saying? They know my work. Like she was saying, like they know my body work. They know how to, operate the same way I do. So I was dating this guy, and he took me to the first time we did an outdoor concert. It was really fun. He asked me out again, and we went to the movies. Now we were walking in the movies. I was walking in the movies like I was on a runway. You should. If y'all have seen me, y'all said that she thinks she cute. I did. I was moving, and then all of a sudden I see $1 on the ground. So I bent down to pick up the $. This nigga, because it ain't no other word, shoulder blocked me and knocked me over and picked the $1 up and put it in his pocket. Now I knew at that very moment that date was over. Now I watched that movie and ate that free popcorn.
Of course you did. You're gonna eat that free groceries.
Right. But I knew at that moment, like, why would you be with somebody who went like, this is $1? What if the real money was on the table?
But maybe he was trying to pick it up so you wouldn't have to bend down.
Damn, he shoulder blocked me like he played for the Dallas Cowboys.
He needed that $1 to pay for that popcorn.
He must have been short. He must have came in short. He said, Lord, please. Maybe he was praying. Maybe he was praying. I need a blessing right now to throw right in his face.
Well, what I was going to ask was, since y'all are on stage and do you talk about dating and do you give any advice or do you just make light of the whole process when you're on stage?
I make light of. I talk about dating. A couple funny stories I got, but I don't really get too deep. I only get. I try to get when I'm doing stuff like this. I can kind of be a little bit more vulnerable on stage. I want to give you an experience. So, I don't get too deep about dating, but I'll give funny stories that I have for dating.
Okay.
Keita just did.
Yeah. What about you, sweet baby Keita?
I do what I call, and that's my hashtag. I call it saving souls. I swear, I always talk to women. I always tell them, like, I'll give my experience to a point where it'll be people that come after the show and be like, I dated a Mr. Charles, or you know what I'm saying, or yeah, yeah. Them stories are bad. But I tell this one story.
Nicole must have dated a Mr. Charles.
No, but I was Keita talking about her taking care of Mr. Charles.
Right, Mr. Charles. But that's what I'm saying. And he just really he blessed my life, and I'm able to tell those jokes. But I tell this real funny dating story because I was dating this guy, and we were really dating, like nothing but dates. We dated here, and we went to New York and went out of town. No sex. We were dating. I was trying to date people. So we dated, kicking it. So he called me just even to check on me, like I said. So he called me. He was like, Keita, how you doing today? And I said, I ain't feeling good. So he Ubered to my house and brought me some soup. I said, oh, he liked me.
Liked it.
Right. And I liked him. So I was like, cool. So when he asked me to come over to his house, you know what that is. You know what that question is. That question is sex. If any man asked you just to come to their house, they just asked you for sex. I don't care how they put it. You've been asked for sex. I said, if a man asks you to come and watch a movie, he just asked you to have sex because you don't even see no movie. He probably don't own a movie. He probably ain't got cable. But you gonna have sex. And that's what I tell women. They be laughing. I said, if a man asks you, do you want a massage? He just asked you for sex. That's 3 times.
That's it.
That massage always ends up in sex.
With your booty open. Okay, go ahead.
Right. So I just, saying all that. I said, but
why they always do that? Okay, we'll talk.
But I said, wait a minute though. I said yes to coming over because I want to have sex. I know what I want too. So I get over there and he was ready. He had the French vanilla Ciroc. He had, what I'm saying? He had it laid out. It was so nice. He a chef too. So the food. So I'm drinking my shots of French vanilla Ciroc. And he popped open some champagne. I had never seen how champagne, you see it on TV, but it was like, it was spewing all out. We were pouring flutes of champagne. It was going down. So then, he was like, let's go upstairs. So me and him walking upstairs, he was playing with my booty. We was going. I was like, stop it.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And what happened? Get to the end.
I'm about to get to the end. Now, we was about to have sex. Now, but I tell women, before you have sex, you need to check your hot pocket. You need to do a hot pocket checkup. That's what I call it.
Make sure everything's
You go in the bathroom and you check your hot pocket. And what you checking for is that it's still the body temperature, 98.6.
But you ain't know if your hot
because if it's over that, your coochie got a fever and you don't want to get at to nobody. Right. You don't want to get fever coochie out. But listen, right.
So what happens if you get fever coochie? Wouldn't that be contagious?
Somebody gonna need to get a shot. Now listen.
I'm so done. I am
so done. And
it smelled like it did when you came over there. Those are 2 things you check for the hot pocket checkup, right? So, like I said, I did my hot pocket checkup. I came back. He was laying in the bed. I know he ready because any man that's he laying in the bed with his hands behind his head like this is ready for sex. I don't care what nobody. That's the cue right there. So I'm ready and he ready. I fling back the covers and look, and this man ain't got but 1 leg. Now this ain't the out. If the man ain't got but 1 leg, we came up the stairs. He had on 2 Jordans. I said, "What the hell is that other Jordan?" I'm not lying about this. I said.
So after y'all had sex,
We
What
have
Jen, you messy. You messy, Jen.
Man, we did have sex. Yeah. I came for sex. I was there for sex. I was getting some sex.
Did you or did you not take the leg home with you?
No, I did not. It was horrible. The sex was horrible. He couldn't get no leverage because it was cut off above. It was hard.
You ain't gonna make it into heaven, Keith. I'm just finna tell you
I know what I saw though. I know what I got.
Look, you deserve that good relationship, Keith, because you been through a lot, baby. You don't look like
right.
You know how they say it, sir? You don't look like what you've been through, because I ain't never, ever.
When I tell you,
I bet it was the best sex you ever had, though.
I was the first person to be ever in history of any black people to be waiting outside for the Uber. You hear me? I was out there when they got there. I was standing out there waiting, and I took the Ciroc. I had like, come on here, sir.
Mess.
My.
Mess.
Oh my God.
Basically, we say it's a. Yeah, I did have me a little I explored somebody one time, and I had put a clip-on ponytail in my hair, and I didn't know that man was as wild as he was, and he ended up we got mixed up and he pulled my ponytail off, baby. I didn't know. I was just looking at him, he was looking at me. And I had a little pit bull puppy ponytail, and I was like, Lord, why hast thou forsaken me? I was just in the bed with that look, I was like, look at this here. But you know what? That man gave me the best loving ever at holding my ponytail together. Right. It didn't stop the man from getting where he need to be. So this is to tell y'all that no matter what come up against you,
don't you go there. Don't you go there. Don't go there.
I was like a pit bull, Jody. All I could do was bark at him. I'm like, ooh, I ain't know
right.
So,
oh my God.
That's why I'm taking a pause on dating, because I didn't do so well.
So you right now you in the repenting stage.
Yeah. I'm just chilling. I ain't ready yet.
Okay.
Oh, but they say that when you're not looking, that's when they'll come.
Yeah.
So
all jokes aside, though, I did decide to do like when you have to do a fast and get yourself right, get your mind right, get your space right, meditate, pray, and I'm telling you, ladies, if y'all haven't tried it really do work. I feel much better.
How many days do you do it for? How many days do you do it for, Jen?
I've been doing it for like a month. I'm going on a month. No meat, no beef, no pork. Just prayer. Trying to get up at 5:30 in the morning, go to God, and just try to center yourself. I think we have to get to know us before we can get in the relationship. I think women love to say they want a husband, but I personally think you have to prepare for that. Like, that's a big commitment. If you ever read Proverbs and they talk about a virtuous woman, every time I used to read that, you said, Lord, go and bless this other sister, because ain't no way I can do all that. That's a long list to do.
It's a long list.
Yes,
so
you can.
I think we got to prepare ourselves. We be so ready to put it on Instagram or Facebook that we engaged or getting married. We don't know that that's a lot of work.
That's true.
Yes. It is.
Look now, that's the sermon that needs to be preached. You was preaching right there.
Come on now.
Because it does take a lot of work. I know I did a year without dating. And since I've done that, it makes it a lot clearer. I know exactly what I want, and I'm not getting ready to be in no foolishness. And I'm not so excited to say I got a boyfriend or I'm getting married. So it does make a difference.
I think you can, I know everybody don't believe in God, but I promise you, when you get up and you meditate and you take time out with God or whoever you believe in, and you won't be in a rush. And when men come your way, I think you can see clear, like, he with the foolishness. I ain't gonna waste my time. You just be in a peace. I can't even put words to it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you, Jen, is that you got to do the work on yourself first to know exactly what you're looking for. If you don't know who you are, you don't know what you need or what you're looking for at the same time.
Right. So I think we are, especially women, we always think we supposed to get the kind of man want on our checklist. Oh, he got to have this, and this. And sometimes God is saying that ain't what you need, though. You need a man who will push you. You need a man who will frustrate you because he requires more for you because he sees the potential you have. And I think we miss our blessings sometimes looking for the perfect mate. Just like Keita said, she was open to receive a guy. And it was, he had a different approach and she took her time and, and it works for her. So I think we have to
okay, now Miss Gravy, think you might be borderline teetering on the preaching side.
Well,
you might have a little bit of comedy, but you might have a little bit of preaching in you too.
Comedy, but I would always,
Yeah. We saving souls. I told you that's what we.
Hey, look, I could tell that you were raised right. You was raised in the church or something.
After I finished talking, I tell the choir to break us.
But baby, you know how they say you slid all. I slid all the way back. But
because you were and you got that foundation, you gonna always go back to it. Yeah, so that's what my spirit is telling me.
Yeah. I just want to say something real quick too. Jen, that was amazing. That was everything that whoever is watching did need. I just taped the show for Lifetime with Pastor Cal. It's called Dating Help for Singles. And I was his assistant, and my job was to open this guy up. Now, he was wanting to date, but he had a problem about women being in his space. That's another thing. Once you have your stuff and she got her stuff, it's hard to combine your stuff or your space. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you used to being by yourself for a long period of time too, you got to be more open to letting people in your space. And the thing I said to him that was so powerful, I said, you don't want nobody in your space to the point where you don't even have no welcome mat outside your door.
Wow.
You don't make nobody feel welcome when they come in here. You got to make a woman feel welcome, like her essence is needed in the space. You can't be, all frigid about your space because that's how men are when they do have, especially black men, when they do finally get some, they ain't, they ain't too quick to, ease up or let it go or whatever.
I think a lot of, when it comes to women, I think men can see when you're desperate. Like when you be on social media and they be like, what are women who know how to cook? What are women who know? They be me. Like, you don't got to sell yourself, baby. You to give. You ain't got to get no sales pitch. You to give. When you seen a Porsche commercial, you ain't seen one. You ain't got to give a sales pitch. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's wrong with us. We so ready to prove that we should be chosen when they should be happy we let them choose us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But sweet baby Keita, I think when you were speaking about him too, I think that us as women, we have to be able and be prepared, as Jen said, and be able to welcome and let someone in too. Because I don't think it's just men that are like that. I think that there are so many successful, independent, beautiful African-American women, and we have our guards up sometime. And I think that we got to relax on that a little bit too.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't let nobody else in this Martha Stewart palace I got around here.
Keita, you been knocking down your door for them lima beans.
Hey, look, them ain't just lima beans. Martha might want that recipe. Them lima beans and tomatoes.
I tell you, my soul got happy. I know that house smelled like a wedding.
I keep it pumping around here.
But I think dating is it is. I see a lot of women out here doing their thing, and I'm proud that Black women have started to date, like the true meaning, not just meet a guy and just chill with him. Like they dating a couple people to see their options. I don't think we did that before. You said
I think we did it. We just didn't promote it as we do now. Yeah, it's just become more acceptable.
It wasn't acceptable at first,
now.
Right?
Yeah. Right. So I love
it. Wasn't socially acceptable.
Yeah, you should see what your options are. You should just go with people. I dated this guy for 5 years. This guy told me so many lies. Like it was at one point. Now I slept beside this man and I found out so much stuff that I felt like I don't even know you. Like, how are you in here? To the point where he was coming home late. I noticed stuff. So I see him in the room like deleting numbers out his phone and the stuff that men do. And so he told me it was 2:00 in the morning. He said he had went to Miss Winters. I said, you a damn lie. Now you must have went to Mr. Winters.
Right.
Winters closed at 10:00. She in the bed. Mr. Winters might have stayed open for you, but you're lying. You know what I'm saying? So I look on his phone bill. This back when I cared. I don't care now.
This not back when I cared.
Yeah, when I cared enough to look at your stuff, but now I don't. But I'm just.
Well, I think it's not that you don't. I think
I was cool because we are together, and I just hate. I have to prove that you lying, and it makes no sense. So I looked on his bill, and any number you can call between 12 a.m. and 5 a.m. That's who you can also have sex with. And I called the lady, and I said, "Hey, how are you doing?" I said, "Who am I speaking with?" And she said, "This is Khadijah." And I said, "Well, hello, Khadijah." I said, "Well, I'm Lakita, Tyreek's girlfriend." And she said, she on the phone screaming and crying. And I said, "Excuse me, ma'am." I said, "What's going on?" She said, "I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true." And I'm like, "Ma'am, if you could calm down, then I could know what's going on." I said, "Because you more upset than me, and we live together." She said, "Y'all live together." Now she's really losing it. I said, "Ma'am, could you please calm down and tell me what's going on?" She said, "Well, me and Tyreek, because he was Muslim and I went to church, but Tyreek would go to church with me. But we were getting counseling at his masjid. It was really good too. Anyway, but it was real good. But
what was
at the man I don't even know how to say it. That's how much I know I didn't go. The mosque.
You definitely didn't go.
I didn't go.
You didn't go.
Right.
How about the way you said it? Let me know you.
Yeah, I didn't. I never went.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah. I just went to the.
It made the story better though. Go ahead.
It did. It made it funny. But listen. No. I'm gonna tell you. She said we are intended, and if you know what intended is, that means y'all intend to marry. I said intended. She said, yeah, and we get married either in 6 months or a year. I said, "Ma'am, when you marry him, is you gonna move in my house too? Is we gonna split the rent 3 ways?" Now, this is exactly what I asked for because I didn't know what else to say. I was in such shock. I'm more funny when I'm in shock. That's what I said. "Are you moving in? We split the rent 3 ways? Like, how do this work?" I mean, she was like, "Well," I said, "Was he at your house last night?" She said, "Yes, he came and met my mother." And I know you lie, but I think that's more deceitful. And
that was Miss Winters. He met her last name was Winters.
It's a deceitful is a level below line, like it'll get you killed. Like you meeting somebody mama. Like who does that?
Somebody who needed somewhere to stay. He probably needed the quickest way for a man to fall in love with you when they about to be homeless. Baby, they will love.
Now, Steve, listen. Steve
will see all the beauty in you. A man loved me. I ain't know the man about to be homeless. And that man loved me because his wife was about to put him out. And God said, go through his phone. Well, I went through his phone and see the truth. I go over there to his wife's house. She said, "Oh, I know he was cheating. I was just hoping he'd leave me because I'm ready for him to go."
Right.
Put that pressure on me. She said, "I keep and work with him, sister." I bet you put her pressure on me. She wanted
don't want them kind of problems.
Oh my God.
I didn't got that phone call before. The man, wife, and his mama called me, and I was at work, and I couldn't cuss them out like I wanted to.
Y'all see how many problems we got? I hope all the fellas on here realize. See all the stuff y'all put us through. See all the stuff you put us through, and then on top of that, you want us to have a flat stomach.
Right.
And I love the stomach.
This stomach gets from stress.
It's too much pressure. You gotta be slim, faithful, and understanding of all your problems.
Right.
I ain't built for it tough.
So what do y'all think the men can do to help in this dating process?
I just need people to be honest. For real. Like, I mean, you at least you know what cards are on the table. You know what you're working with. You know what you're willing to work with and what you're not willing to work with. But just really be honest. Like, men be saying stuff and they tell partial truth. Now I say that. Like, sometimes you ain't lying, but you ain't disclosed everything.
You gotta be
so
very
I
specific.
have all the facts to make a real sound decision.
Yeah, I know a guy. I was dating him. I found out he had a girl. He said, "Well, you asked me. You didn't ask me if I was married." I told I was like, I had to say married. I said, "Do you got a girlfriend?" He said, "Well, she ain't my girlfriend. She my wife." Let me tell you something.
Oh my God!
Well, somebody did me like that.
So, ladies, make sure you're very
specific in your question because
I'm very specific. I think, but I also
be with somebody. He said he had a cool friend. I said, "Oh, cool friend." I thought of somebody you could screw. You know what I'm saying? Cool friend is kind of loose. You know, I don't know. And then one day he came
living with their mama. My mama lived with me. No, you live with your mama.
Right. So that's what you gotta ask. You gotta say, not does your mama live with you? Do you live with your mama? So you do have to be specific with the questions.
How often is your mother there? Let's get Does your mom have the master bedroom? Right. You definitely live with her. If you ain't got the master bedroom.
That's a good question for clarity.
Do you have the because you don't live you ain't nobody gonna give you the master. The person who paid the rent gonna get the master bedroom. But I want to say this now for women. I think a lot of times, and I hate to say this, they're gonna be mad at me for saying this. I think a lot of times men do tell us the truth, but we don't listen.
Oh, yes.
We don't.
Yes.
Many men you will say, "What are you looking for?" And the man say, "I ain't really looking for nothing serious right now. My income ain't where it need to be. I'm focused on all I do is work. I'm focused on getting my money right." We think that our coochie got magic in it. We think that once we put this power puff on him, that he will change his thinking. And ladies, I'm telling you, if Halle Berry got cheated on, if Beyonce got cheated on, your coochie does not have the magic antidote. He ain't ready.
That's true.
And he meant it. No, but
listen to what he say and believe what he say. Believe what he say. Whatever he say, believe.
He says he's busy. He's not really ready for a relationship. Or he says, I just want to get to know one. I'm not ready to commit. Listen to what they say. I remember being a guy. We've been friends a long time, but I always think back to the years I met. Like I knew him for 10 years. 10 years ago, he told me he didn't want nothing serious. And 10 years into it, we are still friends. So I could have wasted my time thinking this man gonna change. That people know what they want. We can't convince them. So ladies, listen to what they say. If a man tell me all he do is work, I kind of check him off because I'm busy and he busy. How we gonna get to know each other?
Right.
Okay, so I got a question because both of you live in Atlanta and both of you travel. So in your travels or in living in Atlanta, they say that Atlanta is one of the hardest cities to date in. Would you find that to be true? Or when you travel to these other cities, do you hear that too?
I think Atlanta is the hardest.
It is not.
I say for me, dating, I do.
I think a lot of people say that it's hard because a lot of men are gay. That's the word that we're omitting right now.
Well, no. That's not why I think it's hard. You can say why you think it's harder than
I'm just saying a lot of people say it's harder because a lot of men are gay. But I don't even have a gaydar. Like you got to say, "Child, I'm gay." Put that thing away.
Come on now. Living in Atlanta as long as you've been there. You try to tell me.
I got a gaydar. Like
it's a man in Atlanta.
I see him open up his Newports. When he opened his Newports and he was like, so I was like, no, the way that flicker that, I can't do it. No. I think it's harder to date in Atlanta only because here is so many women to one man. So men they feel like they are the gift. They feel like you should be glad that I'm talking to you. And then we in so much competition that these women here, and y'all can get mad if you want, they like to take care of these men. I can't compete with that, sis. You can have him. I'm not gonna take care of no grown man. These
now
women, I know dudes. I have a lot of dudes that's my homeboy. I've always been the cool home girl. I know for sure they are spending a check on these dudes. From paying their bills to buying their cars to all of this, and I hate to see women in that position simply because, and you can say what you want to say, a lot of these guys are gay. Then you got a lot of black men locked up. Then you got a lot of black men who don't like black women. Then you got a lot of black men who don't like plus. So it's shrinking. So it's not so many. Everybody got a type. So by the time you get to the man who actually like your type,
you don't want him.
Good luck, because everybody putting their money on. I feel like we at the dog track. I want to bet on 12.
Well, but you know what you're saying, Jen, from the few men that I know that are in Atlanta, and I frequent Atlanta a lot, what you're saying, that's what they say. Exactly what you're saying, that there are women out there in Atlanta that don't mind sharing, men, and that are taking care of them. I mean, I have a friend that married a lady that basically took care of him, but I do think that there are opportunities in Atlanta, just like there are opportunities everywhere. But like you said, I do think that it gets narrow based on what you said, with the men being locked up, men dating white women or outside their race, and men not liking
and people being real choosy.
And that's why I say, and people
when you acting real choosy, like everything is beneath you, or you don't allow this, or you're not gonna do this.
But this is the but I look on the bright side of everything. The bright side is, whenever you get something, when you're getting so much of something, you kind of get tired of that. Like, chicken is great when you eat it a couple times, but if you only got chicken for the next 2 years, you're gonna get sick of it. So a man like Keita, I feel she'll meet a man that say, I want somebody real. I want somebody who love me. I want somebody who I can be there for. I don't want a woman to take care of me. So I think a man will find himself saying, I want something real. I don't want something superficial. And that's when you will stand out by finding out who you are. So that's the bright side of things. But I do think we up against something out here.
We are.
You said something too. Jen, you said something too. Like, that's why I believe in dating multiple people at the same time, like you said, because it gives you a chance to kind of weigh your options out, and kind of, you want to choose the best, options that you have out there, and then people gonna weed themselves out. Eventually, they're gonna weed themselves out, because, like we talked about before, the average relationship lasts about 2 to 3 months. In those 2 to 3 months, people gonna start weeding themselves out. So the thing is, if you only date one person at one time, when it comes down to say you want to be exclusive, who you got? That one person. So even if they're not everything that you want, and most of them not, they may not be close to what you want. That's the only thing you got to choose from. At least when you get to the point where you say, you know what, everything checks out, and I got like several options to choose from, I could choose the best from those options, and then at least increase my chances of someone that I may like in the future.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
So let me ask
good advice, Nick.
Yeah, good advice, Nick. So let me ask y'all this. Since you all both have said that you agree with women dating multiple men, do you think that they should tell the men that they're dating multiple men?
Yes.
Okay.
See, but we got to make sure that we clear dating, not sleeping with every one of them.
Right. Exactly.
Like, true dating, like going out, getting to know them. Not saying you should be sleeping with 5 dudes. No, I just want to make sure that y'all understand that's not what we're saying.
Right.
But you can if you want.
But look.
That's right. It's your prerogative.
I tell what the bride say, if you do, that's your business.
Right. We got to tell that.
You should tell these men, I'm dating multiple people, because I need you to know that you better put your best foot forward, because this position not promised, and a person loves to know that you in competition.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And listen, last night I had a conversation with one guy, but I was talking to him like he was the guy I had talked to the night before. And he was like, well, what are you talking about? I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's the other guy. I said, you do know I'm talking to 5 or 6 different guys. And he said, wow. And that's exactly what he said. He was like, well, I better step my game up.
Right.
And then he immediately said, well, you come to Atlanta, can I go ahead and set a date with you? I said, you absolutely can.
Right. I mean, you'll get rid of the people who playing around.
And you're right.
I used to sell cars. So we call those people tie kickers. Like, they not finna buy no car. They just coming in here, want to know the price, want to let me see if I can test drive. They not serious about the purchase. People who serious about the purchase will get to know what does it take to get it, because I'm getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
True.
Yep. I think the women definitely need to get out of their comfort zone with that and feel as if they can't say that to the guy because they're afraid that, they're going to think bad of them. Like you called me Jezebel earlier. Hey, I'm like, I don't care. I mean, Nick and I did a show
that was
last
a joke,
year.
though.
I know. I know.
I don't want these people inbox me, Jen call her Jezebel.
Child, it's okay. I don't care.
I was a former Jezebel for real. Go ahead, sister.
But sometimes though we do have to preface certain things, because when Nick and I did a show, when I went on 8 dates last year in January, I did feel as if I had to say I had no sex with any of the guys. And I shouldn't have had to say it, but I felt like I needed to say it because otherwise
so new for Black women. That's why I feel like it's so, even though they say it's so new for us to finally say it's okay to date multiple men. And men get mad. Like, you'll hear men who try to dog women say that y'all don't need to do that. You don't want us to do that because you don't want us to see that it's a better option than you.
It may be a better option.
It may be. So I don't think it's nothing wrong. You should date. And I'm the same way. I remember when I was dating a couple guys when I got engaged, when I found a guy I thought I was gonna marry. I felt the same way. I'm like, dang, is this even cool? Like, I ain't having sex, but I'm talking because I wasn't raised that way. That wasn't how I was raised. It was you talk to one guy and hopefully it'll go the way you want and you get married in a family. That was it. I didn't have a process that wasn't taught to me. So it's good to see that.
Most of the time you don't get married though the first guy. Most of the time you get your heart broken, and then you go to the next one, get your heart broken, and then you get to the next one, get your heart broken, and now you got a bunch of baggage when you meet the right one. And you can't even find out he's the right one because you got so much to deal with.
You got so much to deal with. Now you need therapy because you think all men are alike when you could have dated multiple guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you've been married before, you definitely don't want to make the same mistake that you made, with your first marriage.
Mm-hmm. I ain't never been married. I'm gonna be honest now. The one thing, like, I'm very fearless when it comes to a lot of stuff, but the one thing that do make me kind of nervous is the idea of being married. Like, I'm gonna have to be with this guy the rest of my life. Like, ooh.
Now, are you skeptical because you may see how other married couples are, or are you that way just because out of fear?
So I'm working through that. I don't know where it comes from. I get therapy and all of that stuff. I just, the commitment to me is, I like to give everything 100. Like, I'm that person. I'm very like, what's the goal I want to meet it? That's how I am. So I know, to me, that's just like, am I gonna be able to meet the goal wherever it is? So to me, I just think I take it serious. I don't believe in divorce. And people who divorce, I'm sure they didn't believe in divorce. So,
I'm one of them.
Right. I think I hate to hear people say, I don't believe it. Well, nobody plans for the divorce now.
Right.
So just the process of it, just knowing that, to me, that's a major thing. Because I take marriage, to me, marriage is sacred.
Right. That's what it is. I agree with that.
But I think that you said somebody was saying something.
No, my parents were married 21 years. And my dad got on drugs real bad, and they ended up getting a divorce. We didn't even see my dad for like 9 years or whatever. And he got sick and ended up moving back to our hometown. And he and my mama ended up getting back together. So they ended up remarried on their actual wedding day. So
sweet. Do you have a fear of marriage, sweet baby kid? I wonder if it's an entertainment thing.
No, I just need, because people take it real in stride. I used to have a joke about it, like I'm 40 and 40 is the new 30 and 30 is the new 20 and married is the new single. Because it is. It be people that are married. Because I've had so many instances where I was dating married women. And it got to a point, at first I used to be like, well, he married, not me. Like, that's his marriage. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he need to get his stuff together, not me.
Well, let me tell you, when they come to marry me, I know we joking right now, but let me tell you something. I play about a lot of stuff, but when you find out a man married, you better leave him alone, because I promise you go
that karma.
Like, y'all people, they be looking at these celebrities and saying this and this. I don't care who you is. I don't care how much you got, baby. Karma is real.
It is.
The thing about it is, you do not get to select how it comes back to you. And I'm not gonna say I've never did.
Girl, you preaching, girl. can play around.
I have.
Find out, I'll be like, get him away from me, Lord, because I don't want that hitting my children.
Okay, I understand, and I'm saying that I've knowingly dated married men before, and like I said, I've been through this process. Yeah. But again, I've dated married men I didn't know was married.
Me too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know. I don't even want, you know what I'm saying, be bothered with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who is out here lying? I mean, this one dude lied so much that he told me it was his baby mama. She was only coming down there to visit. Yeah, I found this woman clothes under the bed on hangers. Like,
and look, and the man that I was with, when I found out he was married, he was a good guy to me. Like, my friends was like, girl, I don't care. He leaving her. And I said, baby, I don't care how good that man been to me. He has to go once I find out he married, because then I know that I'm being held accountable. God can't hold me accountable for what I didn't know. But once I do know, you got to go. Because
girl, I see preaching. I see preaching in your future. That's what I see.
Because people don't want people, especially when it comes to people who got money and different things. They be like, I don't know why. Let me tell you why they going through that. Don't ever forget what they did to get that man. When you see Alicia Keys going through stuff, she took somebody's husband. I don't care what you got, you will get that back. And you see,
you will reap what you sow. You will reap what you sow.
You will reap it. Then y'all be talking about, you'll pray for me. Baby, God busy working on my child support.
Hey, I'm trying to get mine worked on too. So we need to touch and agree.
Yeah, come on now.
I just realized I wasn't gonna never get no child support. I gave up like a real truth.
Don't give up, girl. That's your money. You entitled to it.
I got out here and got it in the mud. God gave it to me. I ain't worried about it.
You be like Candy Burris. That's that baby's money. You entitled to it. Go get your money.
Okay. You still can get it. Call me. I'll show you. Listen, I also, if you watching, if you need to get child support and you don't know how to do it, DM me, baby. I'm helping you. I show you how to get it. I show you
first of all, praise God, I don't have any more babies at my house. I got grown
man. You know you can get back pay, baby. I know the laws of I try to make sure I learn the laws of different states, baby. I'm trying to help somebody.
And you in Georgia, so she can help you out.
She don't need it now. She
I sure don't. I ain't get no child support, but I did sick God on that nigga. I want God to do all his wrath. I want him to smite him like he did back in the first part of the Bible. The good
now,
part.
sweet baby Keita, now the Lord says that vengeance is his. And your prayer,
you can't be saying God.
I said God need to smite him. He need to.
But come on now. Listen, your prayer need to be let God handle him, but just let you be around to witness it.
The word
That's what it needs to be.
For him to heat the coals on their head, because you should know he gonna get them.
Lord,
I enjoyed y'all. How long we gonna be on here, baby? Because I'm sleeping.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up now. We got to wrap it up now.
I enjoyed y'all.
Right.
See y'all go. You be like, Auntie, we just got here. Oh, I'm finna go to bed.
No.
Hey, Mr.
We want y'all.
Hey, that's the other one they use too. So I enjoyed y'all. The other one they use is what y'all doing after this?
Yes. I was gonna hit y'all with that one. So what y'all doing after this, baby? My eyes, I got these heavy lashes on, baby. I was like, how long, Father?
Well, before we go, I do want to say something, Jen, that you touched on when I asked about the whole married and traveling. When you said that you're still trying to figure out why it is for you and that you do go to therapy, I think that is so powerful for another woman to hear that, we got to find out internally what it is that's keeping us from feeling or acting a certain way, and that it's okay for us. Huh?
I said, don't make me give you a word now. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, but this is the kind of stuff that we do need to hear, because a lot of people think that if they talk to their girlfriends or if they talk to their pastor, it's okay for you to talk to a certified therapist, someone or a dating coach, someone that can help you, because until you really tap into that, you gonna struggle. You gonna
And I
struggle
don't
big
think
time.
we understand how things affect our relationships. And I'll give y'all a quick little testimony, and I'll be transparent. You don't know how things affect you until you have to go back and deal with them. And then you'll realize that the reason why you chose certain relationships over and over and over is because you never healed from this certain thing.
Amen.
I had something very bad happen to me, and the person who did it to me, I was raped. The person who did it to me is in my family, and I always see him. And coming up, my family used to be like, well, that's your family. Now, I always thought I forgave him until God made me go deal with him, and I had to go face to face and say, hey, I know what you did to me. I never forgot. And in talking to him, do you know, I told him I hated you. Now, I'm almost 40-something years old. I never knew that I hated him. I never knew that. And once I released that, I feel so light now. So I think we have to go back and deal with the things that we are afraid to deal with, because when we deal with those things, we'll realize why we in the relationships we in. So that's why in my old relationships, I always been with men who I tried to prove worthy because something happened to me. So I thought if I make this person feel good that what they did wrong to me, I could make it right in a sense. So women, don't be afraid to go get the help that you need so that you can become the person that you
need to be. Amen. Amen. And you know what? I
was just gonna say, my therapist told me, because I said they just always be so nice, and she said, Keita, she said, you think somebody that want to be with you is not gonna be nice? You think he gonna come and punch you in the face and say, let's go out?
Right.
And that's what got me like, okay, people are not, you know what I'm saying? Now you got, for me, now I look at people's motive for wanting to be in something with me. And if your motives ain't good, you ain't gonna talk to me long.
Yeah, let's use the word intent. It sounds a lot better. Say, what are your intentions? You know, but I want to say to both of you, thank you for sharing that and being transparent, because you probably don't know how you have helped someone with you sharing that. And then I always ask people this, because during this pandemic, with us being in the house and thinking about things and having a therapist, I didn't realize that I needed to forgive myself for when God told me not to marry this man, but I married him anyway. Right. It was me that needed to forgive myself. Right. And I'm so happy that I just finally forgave myself. So I hope and pray that you ladies, you know, in what you found, that you've forgiven yourself, because that was out of your control.
I have.
You know,
and that's the part. And not only for that, I think we have to forgive ourselves for our shortcomings. That took a lot to say. God already forgave you, but you keep thinking about the old things that you did, and you have to forgive yourself and say, you know what, I'm human.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I'm sorry, to Keita's point. Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
No. She was talking about motive.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So Keita, to your point, is that you're totally right. I always say when you're dating someone, time is your greatest asset. Right? Because like you was talking to your therapist, a person can only act out a character for so long. They will revert back to who they really are.
Right.
So time is your greatest asset when it comes to dating someone. Like I said, the relationship lasts about 2-3 months, 6 months to fall in love. You got some real patient people out there, and you got some people that ain't wasting no time at all. So if you just sit back and you just wait and you have time, a lot of times they weed each other out. Right. So it's like time is your greatest asset. Take your time, date multiple people, and then you'll be able to choose who's right there for you, especially when you've done the homework on yourself.
Yep. Yeah. See how you just wrapped all of that up with what Jen said, what Keita said? That's a dating coach right there.
That is.
One last thing I wanted to add is that, because y'all already said it before, is that when it comes to, I was talking to someone about marriage, and he made a good point. And he said, you know what, a lot of times the problems in marriages is the homework they didn't do when they was dating. That's what it was. Oh, wow. They in a marriage now, but they didn't do the homework when they were dating, because a lot of times how you date can determine how you're going to be married. So the problems that they having was the homework they didn't do when they were dating. So that's why it's good to go ahead and do that homework now, So you better realize when you have a good man or have a good woman, you know exactly what you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good too.
It is. That is.
Well, thank you, ladies. Y'all have blessed me so much with your transparency. Keita, I hope I'll see you next week in the A.
We have thoroughly enjoyed you.
To that, but you'll see me.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for having me. For everybody watching,
it's great to have both of y'all.
Follow me at Jen Thomas, comedian Jen Thomas is G-I-N like the liquor Thomas. If you want to support my brand, you can go to www.gravythink.com. And special thanks to all of you guys for inviting me to be a part of your platform. I truly appreciate it. And Keita, of course, it's always great working with you.
And where you
working with you?
And where you gonna be, Jen, coming up?
I will be in Miami at the casino. You guys have the flyer. I can't remember the exact name of it.
Oh, I got it.
You have it. Okay.
Look, y'all need to do something when in Miami when FAMU play Jackson State. That's what y'all need to work on.
Right. They need to call us and book us. Ain't that right?
You better say
call me now.
Call us to talk about some money. I make even exchanges.
We won't be so deep.
Nicole alert. I'm to make an even exchange.
Y'all, hey, look, y'all know Mike got connections in the city. That's where he's from. So y'all definitely want to speak to Mike on that.
Now, Jen, it got Gina Thomas on the flyer.
Yeah,
you
it up, but it's Gina.
You gonna be with Marvin Dixon at the casino in Dania Beach.
Yes, thank you. Yeah,
that's February 13th. That's coming up.
Yeah, that's Saturday. I'll be down there Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
good. And Keita, what you got going on?
I will be with my man White Ball. We're doing a show at Delray Diner for Valentine's Day. It's 2 shows. The 3:00 show is a clean show, which I do gospel coming in. People think this mouth don't do it, but that's how I was raised.
What that mouth do?
And
wait.
No, you didn't, Nicole.
I know we got to
go. Tried me.
Did you say White Ball was your man?
Yeah.
Oh,
now see, she wrong. Now you messy, Jenna.
I wonder why White Ball been looking so good lately. That boy been looking good, been working out, been dressing nice. It's been the anointing of
anointing of Keita. Oh my God.
You should have started out with that Keita now. Come on, that's why that boy keep a haircut. Man,
right.
That boy skin been glowing.
Look, that's him on this slide right here. That's him. That's your man on this slide.
Put that whipple pill on that man. That man ain't never had. Keita, he ain't never had no lima beans, so
and tomatoes. Look, lima beans and tomatoes.
Hips no more. He had hips, but he don't got rid of them hips, them lima beans. All right, I'm gonna go. Congratulations, Keita. He's a sweet
that is so beautiful. Look how she just look. Sweet baby Keita, you blushing, ain't you?
Yeah.
You blushing.
No, White Ball is a sweetheart.
Hey, listen, that was him that just him that just texted you, wasn't it?
You were like, babe, I see you over there bragging about me.
Like I said, we're doing a 3:00 clean show and a 6:00 it's an adult show. And
the church people got to go home.
It's just I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like we be together everywhere. We all the pictures. If I with the
I don't be out. You know, I'll be out.
Yeah.
Do the COVID.
The larger pictures of us everywhere.
Yeah, COVID. You know, COVID kind of got us everything a little different. But my cash app on here, y'all. Money sign for everything. If you want to, cause all that.
Mine on that too. If you want to test me,
look, we don't write word now. I'm just playing. Y'all, I'm gonna stop.
Now lima tomatoes kind of expensive, but lima beans ain't that expensive.
And I get mine frozen at the Food Depot.
Can
and
you for real send me that recipe? Cause God told me. So send me that recipe. I need it.
So that pineapple pudding.
Keita,
send
me that recipe. Don't be selfish now. You don't got blessed.
Don't be selfish.
The mess.
She done got Sierra blessed.
Right.
Keita, before you
if
go.
If you would have started out with that name, I would have said Shondo. Y'all don't even know that girl is in the land of milk and honey. Come on.
Hey, before you go, you go, Keto, put the recipe in the chat. Type it in real quick before we go.
I don't even want to eat that recipe. Don't be like Sierra. Put it in there. I'm gonna write it down.
I don't even. Yep. Thank y'all for saying it was another great show. I'm gonna give y'all this little recipe, honey. I promise you.
Look, when they get a recipe, this little recipe.
Love. That's love. Cause the other day I fried some cabbage. Now that is I fried some cabbage with fat.
When can I come over and get a cooking class?
He ain't going nowhere, Keto. He ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere. Nowhere.
I had fixed me and him a plate when I came back home because I stayed at his house. When I came back home, it was nothing in the pot. My kids and they don't even feel like that. These are the most ungrateful, raggedy bastards I have ever given birth to. Right.
Okay, look, that's another show.
Let's talk about somebody's cheering.
Right.
I haven't cheering anything. I can tell you about that because I couldn't even date.
Tell us that next show, cause I'm sleeping.
Right.
All right.
We gotta have y'all back on. We definitely gotta have y'all back on.
All right. Just
thank
you. Bye, you guys.
All right.
Bye.
All right. So thank you all our viewers for being on here with us. Nick, did you want to tell the folks a little bit about the Love Innovators, how they can connect with you?
Love Innovators. Phone number 850-792-6390. Free consultation. Whatever your plan, we design a dating plan for you based on your needs, based on your goals, whether it's going to be married, whether you just want to be dating, depends. So hit me up at theloveinnovators.com as well. Also follow me on Instagram at The Love Innovators and also on Twitter at Love Innovators.
All right, very good. So please continue to like and share and tell your friends. We'll be back in 2 weeks on Tuesday.
And join our Single in the City page if you have not.
Our Single in the City face page, and we have a YouTube channel, so you can all of these shows are on that YouTube channel, Single in the City, where kings meet queens.
When people join the page, also, do they get alerts when we're gonna have another show? Because I be seeing stuff popping up. They get alerts or something like that? Because I was just wondering.
That's a good question. Do you know, Nicole?
I don't know about alerts. I mean, it's posted. We posted on the page.
I get alerts. Everybody else get alerts. I get them. Like we got a show coming up. I just wanted everybody else to get them. Maybe they can help us out.
Maybe somebody can comment if they do, but I think that would be good. If not, for us to look into how that can happen.
Okay, we can do that.
Or when we go off, I got an idea.
Okay, good deal. All right, y'all have a good night and have a happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day. And listen, if you don't have a Valentine, don't go in the stores knocking stuff over and acting up. And if you got a coworker that gets some roses, just take one of their roses out, But it's okay if you want to even buy yourself a dozen of roses. Publix has really great prices on roses. So we have to treat ourselves too. So you can love on yourself. Or you could go to the homeless shelter and give somebody something, or whatever agency, and donate to someone else.
And I would say, if you don't have a Valentine this year, it don't have to be the same thing next year. My slogan is finding love can be difficult, but you don't have to do it alone. So we have you ready for next year. So just let me know.
All right. That was a nice little segue, Nick. That was a good commercial. You should have had some music playing to that one.
All right. Good.
Yeah. Remember last year we sponsored for couples to go on dates last year.
Yeah. We actually had a sponsor.
That's right. We had, I'm sorry. It wasn't us. We have to give Dr. Robinson her props and thanks.
Yes. That
we're gonna get a couple out of this by this time next year.
We had two or three couples. I can't remember.
There were it was one guy that really served two women, but I think it was supposed to be three couples, but one backed out.
Yeah. So, but it was nice. They went to a dinner and they had I think it was performance or DJ.
Yeah, they had performance. Teresa Miller is the one that put it on. It was absolutely beautiful. Food. No, it was at the Armory.
Armory. Okay.
Yeah, it was nice.
Good deal. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all for tuning in. And if y'all have any ideas for upcoming shows, please drop them in the comments.